Package from Amazon. What is it? I don't know. I've been getting so many things coming lately. It's always like a little surprise. Let's find out. Okay, so you guys can't see this, but tear this open, and it's little. It's just a little envelope. It's just a wee little envelope. Nothing big. But what's in it? So, well, I'm expecting small. Let's be honest. So, ready? It's a box in a bag. Box in a bag, which is excellent. Okay, so this is the Saramonic SR-XM1. Ready? And here you go. Saramonic XM1. XM1. That's it. That's cool. So what is it? It's an omnidirectional microphone. Improved sensitivity and signal to noise. Removable pop shield included. So this is for microphone for smart mixer, lav mic, smart rig, all kinds of stuff. My guess is that I can put this either in one of these cameras that's shooting this, which is my M50, or my bigger cameras like the Canon 7D, or I could fire it up in, say, an iPhone, is what I'm guessing. So let's just crack this open. It's tiny. We're gonna do a little unboxing, which is just open this, and then we'll go and see if it sounds okay. So if it works decently, could be a cool little portable mic. So what's in this lovely box? Nothing. Nothing. Silica gel. And you all know what I say to do with silica gel. Actually, here's what I've heard from somebody, and this may be actually kind of cool. If you have little packets of silica gel in the winter, if you live where we are and you get all kinds of frost on your car, actually throw some of these in your car at, like, on your dash at night, and supposedly they can pull some of the humidity out of the air. I've never tried this, but pull it out of the air so the inside of your windshield doesn't fog up as badly. I might give that a try. We get a Saramonic International warranty card. And last but not least, there is not much in this box. Little windsocky dealy. The microphone. That's it. Hold this up to you guys so you can see it. Ready? Hopefully you can see that. Will that focus? There it is. See that? That's the mic right there. That's all right. That's tiny. We'll actually I'll put this on. Right, so number one test. We've got no mic, just the camera mic plugged in. This is, well, not plugged in, it's just the camera mic. That's what it is. It is what it is. It's shooting me right now. And you'll be able to know what it sounds like. I'm not talking very far. I am approximately not quite an arm's reach from the camera. Alright, so we're going to stop this, and we're going to take this little guy right there. We're going to plug this in and see if it sounds any better. Okay, hold on. Alright, so I got the microphone plugged in, and it's pointing at me, which is good. And again, same distance, right? So just over an arm's length away, and not talking in any kind of elevated voice, but I would like to know if this microphone sounds better. It is tiny, you know. The one thing to be aware of on a camera with a flip screen is that it covers a little bit of your screen, just a bit, because it's plugged into the mic jack that's on the side. But we're going to go in and take a look to see what this sounds like. Look to see how it sounds. We're going to go in and listen. Listen. What? See if it sounds better. Alright, let's go inside. Oh yeah, before we go inside, after we go inside, I'm just going to test what it sounds like when I'm behind the camera, on the other side. Behind. So, let's go do that first, and then we'll see what we think. Now again, this camera, microphones are pointing forward. They shouldn't hear me very well backwards. Let's just start the recording. And here is me testing the recording on the back side of this camera to see how it picks up, because we want to see if this mic is any different. Alright, test number 2, I guess, on an SLR. Alright, so now we're going to take this and we're going to plug it into the mic jack. And I'm going to have it, as you can see, right? You can see that, I hope. I have the mic facing backwards, so it's facing back toward me, and I can angle it, which is cool because I could actually angle it up so it could hear me if I have the camera down here. Make sure it's focused. Microphone's plugged in. It's facing me. Record on. Record enabled. So let's see if this sounds any better with this microphone. And it's nice because you can literally just angle it the way you want. So for someone that's behind a camera, we'll see if this is useful. Maybe it would be good for a mic that's pointing backwards. And what would be cool is you could actually have like your shotgun mic shot this way with the cable, and then whenever you want, just pull this little mic out of your pocket, pop it in, and off you go. If it works. Again, you're knowing if it works versus me. I'm gonna go now take all this footage and go listen to it, and then for you, you'll hear me. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, so before I finish the video, I figured I'd come outside so that I could test this thing on a gimbal. And this is one of the, for me, one of the big perks is that when I use a shotgun mic, for instance, the shotgun mic's so big that the gimbal can't work properly, because once the camera and the gimbal get to a certain point, the microphone gets in the way. And if you're removing and taking off the shotgun a lot, you can really skew up the balance of the gimbal and the camera. So having something small like this, which actually works very well, you can see it here, what it looks like with my screen popped out. And we're gonna have a car going by here, so I wanna see how well it picks up the car, or when you guys get to hear the car. So we'll just see as it goes by. Fairly loud car too, so we're gonna see. And I'm gonna grab the gimbal and we're gonna go for a quick walk after another car is going by. No cars went by. I come outside. All the cars come by. That's excellent. Okay, so the car's finally finished going by. I'm gonna try to keep this gimbal steady, and we're just gonna go for a walk and see how this works with the mic pointing toward me as we're walking. And then again, I'm gonna spin it around and spin the microphone around. And again, we have some more cars going by. That's why. Okay, so I'm walking. You guys hear me okay? This is using the new little mic, which is plugged into the side, which is excellent. We're gonna spin around now, and we're just gonna see what the mic sounds like if I'm in a walking mode. Okay, so now the mic's pointed at me while we're walking. And one of the keys that I wanted to see is just if it's picking up any of the gimbal noise. This gimbal is actually really quiet, which is awesome. But being able to walk like this and talk and have the mic pointed right at me can be pretty fantastic. Pretty fantastic. So we're gonna come up here, and then what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go in the house. I'm gonna close that. Just make sure everything is good. And we will go in the house and see how well this looks. Alright, so what do we think of this little mic? A few things. Here's number one. On the Canon M50, I'll be completely honest, the front-facing microphones on this are actually pretty good. They're reasonably good. They are picking up sound from everywhere, but I've always been surprised at how well they pick up. But I did notice, especially when I have the microphone facing backwards and the front microphones are no longer functioning, and this one is, as well as when this was turned around, that the volume was louder. And I also think that it had a little bit more low end, which is good. If you look at this mic just as a little review, right? It's almost got like it's got a little shock mount inside it for vibrations. You can actually see it moving around a little bit there, which is nice. Build quality seems fantastic. It's nice and sturdy when you're moving it around on the hinge, which is excellent. So I don't think that's gonna wear anytime soon and, you know, wear out and be broken and just be like flopping around. I think it's good as long as your mic jack or headphone jack, whatever you want to call it, is nice and tight. This should slide in really well and stay snug. And one of the big perks for me was, and the reason I brought out test number 3, was that it worked with my gimbal. Because the camera sits on my gimbal, and I'll just bring the gimbal here for a second. Here's the gimbal. The camera usually sits on the plate like this, which means that, you know, if you're down here and the gimbal slides up, what happens is this piece here hits the microphone, and that's no good. Even if you have the microphone firing forward, you get limited range of motion, which is no good. Having this plugged into the side actually doesn't even alter the balance that much. When my screen is out and this is sitting in front of it, firing forward, it's great. If I'm firing backwards, the screen is either partly covering the microphone, so be aware. I'd have to push this back, have the microphone, which means I have to alter the balance a little bit, just usually just slide it over a tad, because now she's not as heavy on this side anymore. But I walked up and down the street with this in. I moved it around trying it out, and I never got any interference with this. I'm going to take this, actually, this coming Sunday for me, be a couple days after for you. I'm taking this out to do a little video shoot at a golf course, my hopes. I don't know how long it's going to be. We're doing a little charity thing. I'm going to see how well it does. This is the mic I'm going to use. And so if you guys want to watch that, and I'll put a link on this video once that video comes out, then you can actually see how well it works. I'm going to use it as my microphone for the day. So my vlogging microphone. That's all I got for you. I'm going to leave you there. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's the good one. I'll talk to you later.